Ooh, hello everybody. Just popping in, Miss Gail at Georgia Peach Nut here. Time for me to plant some more garlic, and because we're gonna go down to 28 degrees, this is in zone 8A. We're gonna go down to 28 degrees today. If you hear some noise talking in the background, you know I usually video at night, so everybody's asleep. but we're going down to 28 degrees tonight, so I'm gonna wait till tomorrow because we have some nice days coming ahead. I've already taken one garlic apart for you. I want to show you how it was looking. This has this is dark and this is lighter. Let me see. Hold on for a second. Let me put the box away. Now I got this from the big box store. Be careful is all I have to say. Just be careful. This right here, I'm gonna put it in my hand so you can see it better. Versus this right here. See the difference in coloration? I'm not gonna plant that one. Anything that's dark like that, I'm not going to plant because it's supposed to be. These are the yellow garlic, and I'll show it to you in a minute. The white garlic. This is the white, and you know, I think they're all supposed to look like this. And you don't know until you open them up, but you can always take them back to the big box store and tell them that you had some that were bad. But just go through them, go through your cloves. Don't assume that they're all good. If they're mostly white like this, go on ahead and plant them. I may end up taking these back because as I look at them, if I have more dark than I do white, then they're going back. Now this definitely is a very dark one right here. And let me take the skin off right here. It's a very dark one versus the ones that it's next to. So I'm going to crack open another one and we'll see. There's different ways you can crack the garlic open. I know you may go outside and say, oh, I'm going to plant my garlic, and you got the whole garlic with you. And you go, oh, it won't come apart, won't come apart. Well, one thing you can do, you can feel the indentations. You just run your nail up through each indentation. Do about several of them. Now, you don't want to lose a lot of the paper on the garlic because that's what's going to protect it during the time that it's growing. You want to keep the paper on as opposed to taking the paper off like you're cooking. You don't want to do that. You're going to lose some of it. Yes, you're going to lose some of it, but you don't want to lose a lot of it because if you do, it will rot. Because it's going to sit wherever it's sitting in the ground, in the container. It's going to sit there for a long time. And then you just put your fingernail in between. Let me do it in the front so you can see. I'm not doing my fingernail, y'all. Yeah, I know I have to put my gloves, so I'm sorry. But I don't want the garlic all on my fingers. You just go and just start, peeling apart like that. See how that popped loose? Once you get one loose, the rest of them will come on. You just go in between the areas that you were peeling, and voila, they just start coming apart. I'll turn this one around. Lots of garlic smell coming in my face right now, but it's okay. So as you get to the center, that's where they're dark at, and I don't know if they're supposed to be like that. I may just go on and plant them and see, So that's how easy they come apart. And this is a nice size one. You want to get all of your big ones out first, like that one and this one, because whatever size these are, that's the size your garlic bulb is going to be in each one of the individual sections is going to be. So you want to do your big ones first. Pull out all your big ones, your large ones, and plant those first. You're going to go down 3 to 4 inches deep because they have to survive the cold weather. You're going to go down 3 to 4 inches deep into your ground or your container. In the ground, I think is a little bit different, but in containers, I know 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches. And one thing I will say about the ones from the big box store, the package that it came in was like this, and of course it was the little netting that had the garlic in it. But on this side, it has like a ruler. This part right here, the smaller part of it with the smaller numbers, it's like for millimeters and centimeters. And this side right here is for inches. So it has a little scissor cut, so you can cut this out. Now, we're talking about soil, and I'm going to pre-moisten my soil, so I would not be using this. You can use this as far as putting it, lying it flat to decipher how far apart. Like if you want, they say 4 inches apart, so 4 inches from the edge. You do not plant a garlic up to the edge of your container or your raised bed or anything, because it's going to lose. It's going to not be able to grow properly because it's going to hit this once it bulbs out. So you want to come over about, they say 4 inches. I'm sure my garlic not going to get that big because this is 4 inches here. I would say anywhere from 2.5 to 3 inches. Come from the edge of wherever you're planting, whatever you're planting in, except for the ground, and you still don't want them close together in the ground because they'll hit each other. So you want them at least, I would say, 3.5 inches apart. Well, that's 2.5 inches to 3 inches apart. So you can lay this on the ground and say, oh, from here to here, I'll plant my first one. You know, and then this is 3 to 6, I'll plant the second one. So you can lay it on the ground, but as far as sticking this paper down in the ground trying to measure anything, it's going to get wet, even though it's coated on the other side. It's going to get wet. So that's left up to you. You may be able to come up with a plan where you don't have to worry about that. And you can. You can just dig a hole, and you can just, after you've cut this ruler out, just stick it down in there and see how far down it is. You can stick it down in there, you know, and say, okay, that's, they say to come 4 inches up from the bottom. You come 4 inches up from the bottom. That's after you've cut out the outline. And so, but that's nice. And then also they have the planting instructions, as well as they have the planting time zones. So if you have any questions, and somebody told me when I show them stuff that is showing backwards, I don't know what to do about that because I'm using my phone. So just kind of wiggle your eyeball around. I can't do anything about that. But it's let's see, I don't want it too close. This is your planting zone right here. You look for the coloration of the zone that you live in. You know, it has the map, and you just look for where your state is, and it tells you when to plant. For me, I'm in zone 8A, so it tells me to plant in February through March after danger of first frost. So we have a frost coming up tonight, 28 degrees. So I would not plant tonight, but I will plant tomorrow because I still need for the soil to be cold. The soil needs to be cold. So this is also, this is a blessing. A lot of people just throw this away and they don't look at it. They don't open it up and look at it. Open it up and look at the information. It's telling you what to do. And so it also says to, this is a tip, plant your own edible garden to enjoy a bountiful harvest this summer. So that's what we're doing now. We're doing, starting with the garlic and the onions and stuff. You can still also indoor sow and sow outside, do winter sowing outside. You can check my playlist for some of those videos in case you have not. So anyway, I just wanted to bring this to you about the garlic. Make sure you open it up. Don't throw this away. It has valuable information on it. And the way you can open, there are several ways you can open it. People take it and smash them. I don't want to damage the bulb. I don't want to damage any of the sections. So I just go on ahead with my gloves on. You may want to do it with your hands. I don't know. Run my finger and kind of bust up each section. I use my fingernail in between each section to get that outer skin broken up and expose what's underneath it, which is the second layer. And once you do that, you just kind of go in and force them. You can hear them popping. Force them up apart. And there's all different kinds of ways now, but remember, some of those ways is like if you are cooking. You're not going to be cooking. You need that outer skin protection. You need this to stay on. If it gets down to the point where you don't have that on, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble. So be nice, careful, and gentle. And remember, you need the skin. You're going to lose the first outer layer. You may even lose the second one, but you don't want to lose much more than that. So as I take this one apart, I'm running my finger here. And like I say, these are getting darker and darker as I get to the inside. I don't know if that's an indication that it was getting ready to go bad. I'm going to get garlic from the store and open that up and compare it to what I'm seeing here. And if it looks like it was, it's not doing the same thing as these are doing, these will go back to the big box store. So this is, let's see, trying to take the core off. And voila. And so when you go out there, you already have your bugs ready. Don't worry about this. This could even go in there with it. It's nothing but compost. So the onion skins from the onions, don't worry about that. You know, just have these ready to go and do your planting. And remember, you planted, this is the root. This is the tip side up. Okay, goes tip side up. And if you forget or you happen to lays on this side, don't worry about it because it will work its way out. But just don't do the tip side down. Don't do that. Do the root. This is the root. You know what it looks like because it looks like it has little roots coming out. That goes down. Tip is up. Okay? All right, you guys. I'll see you out in the garden. Got a lot more things to videotape. And I'm going to upload this for you guys because I know it's planting time. I know you're getting ready to grow your garlic. If you're growing for the first time, let me know. I will be growing in grow bags, and I will be planting garlic and onions around my fruit trees that's in grow bags because I'm trying to see what is the best way for me to deal with the codlin moth. I don't want to discourage you from growing your fruit trees, but the codlin moth is something else that you have to deal with, and we're going to work it out, okay? I want you to subscribe, bring a friend along. I want to thank everybody for their subscription, for your support, for your tips, and I'll just see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.